Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz, and welcome back to Terraria Modded. As you can see, it's currently raining slime, so we're gonna try to summon a boss here in a second. But yeah, welcome back to Terraria. Last episode, we were, we tried to go kill the Viscount, and we were exploring and whatnot. And a little bit of a secret, I've been trying to work on getting a little bit more powerful. Especially when it comes to magic, which I think is what we're going to start using a little bit more of. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory, but I've also cleared out the inventory a little bit. We'll get to that here soon. We're going to try to summon the King Slime. If we kill enough slimes during the slime rain, we'll get the King Slime to spawn, and that would be nice. So, hopefully that'll work. And what I want to do is I want to convert to more of a magic user today, and we're going to try that out with some bosses. We need to gather money. We need a lot of money, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. We're just going to try to get some money, become more of a magic user, and that way things will be a little bit, well, better. Hopefully. So I don't know how many slimes we need to kill in order to summon the King Slime, but he should show up sooner or later. In fact, let's go ahead and we shut these doors. The villagers should be safe, and what we can do is we can start. Never mind. Where's the King Slime? He's over there. Alright, so King Slime, let's use the Petal Wand because it's pretty powerful. And how about some... Well, the UFO blaster is pretty good, but it's a little weak. The Sunbeam Staff thing is actually pretty good, but I think the best weapon we have currently is this Petal Wand. So it has been a while since I played Terraria. Not gonna lie, it's just one of those games that I kind of fluctuate between. Let's kill all of these guys, and slime will stop dropping from the sky. We can actually get some work done, and hopefully we'll be able to make some good weapons. And then we're going to summon in some other bosses and see what we can do. So, first things first, our current follower, the Brittle Star, has kind of been with us for a while. He's also pretty weak. So, let's make that guy a little bit stronger. Make our summon friend a little bit stronger. And I think we need to talk to you. Yes. We need some sturdy fossils. In fact, I believe we need 15 of them, and what we're going to make is a new summon. So I think we put this stuff away. So it's going to require some blood and some I don't remember what it was called. Staff. I think it's a staff. I don't remember what it was called. Prehistoric Amber Staff. There we go. So it requires, it was only 12 sturdy fossils, some amber and some blood. So we'll craft one of these. We got a keen. So we'll see how this is. Also, let's see. Let's go ahead and mark that. Put this in here as well as the blank glyph. One of these days we'll get more NPCs. Let's just deposit everything else. Let's go ahead and open the King Slime treasure bag. We got a slime hook, which is probably better than our current hook. Let's see. We can reach that. If we stand, okay, let's stand right here on the fire. It goes to about there. So that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.5 sunflowers away. That's about the same. So do we want the slime one or do we want a standard one? Honestly, I think the slime one will be fine. Alright, so nothing else major to see there. Let's go ahead and deposit all that stuff. And we're going to say goodbye to our murderous seabound staff. And I put the amber staff away. On accident. Alright, so let's see who our new friend is. We get a tiny little T-Rex. You can also get a pterodactyl, which would be cool as well. Oh, I get it. Rampage. So that's an old game. There we go. That's an old game from the NES era. Rampage, you were monsters. Think Godzilla, and you're not too far off. And it was a really fun game. Starred a bunch of different creatures. I think that's what that's referring to. It might be. It might not be. Who knows? Anyways, the next thing I want to make, I want to put this enchanted granite chunks that we got last episode into here. And we're going to make a new magic weapon. Granite staff. So let's craft one of these. And it is godly. So we'll see how good this is. Let's switch it with... Unfortunately, I don't really care for the detached UFO blaster. Is this anything? No. No materials or anything like that. So we're going to go with this staff. Okay, so it doesn't shoot all that often. It's every click. So if we spam it, it works decently well. But it's not too bad. Uses a good bit of mana, but that's not too much of an issue. And finally, the last thing I want to look at is Tim's Scroll of Fumbling. So if we open up our recipes, and we take a look at this, because it is a material, it is one used for magic attacks inflict random debuffs on foes, and magic attacks may shoot out random projectiles. Sounds pretty cool. But it also gives us access to Oaza, which is a pretty big thing that we're going to need. So we're going to need cryolite, which is cryolite ore. I don't know if we can get that yet. I actually don't know at all if that is accessible to us, but we also need to get hellstone, ancient marble chunks, and fluorine we have, meteorite we have. So if we find another Tim, we might go ahead and do something about that. But let's see. I wish we had more things. I really like the arrowstone. What does this become? What do we use that for later? Heart of the Elements. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. Including a waifu and a bottle. Eye of the Storm. And yeah, that's going to be a while before we can get that. So, the arrowstone is cool, but not really something we can work with as of right now. So, I guess what we're going to do is let's summon some bosses. Let's get something going. I don't know who though, so let's take a look. Summon. Let's see, we have suspicious looking eyes. We'll grab one of those. We can go to the corruption, break some more crystal things, but miscellaneous, I guess we'll look at this. So bubble magnets, don't really want those. We have storm flares. We can use that with the grand flare gun to summon another boss. What else was there? There was some... Wish I could do something a little bit more... Hey, we want to take those out. A little bit more... how do I want to say this? Ooh, teleportation. We'll take that out. I wish I could find something... Like, I could filter it a little bit better. But... Doesn't look like I can. Don't use those. We're not going to use those this playthrough, just because it's a little bit terrifying. So let's go to the desert. We'll kill the Thunderbird first. And we're not going to use any, like, let's see, Arcane Bolt, that's 17. Homing Missile. Shadow Ball is a pretty good spell as well. Our new friend is not actually that bad. And what is this? Frenzy Potion. So, really don't know what's going to be the best thing to do, but let's go ahead and summon this guy. So, Grand Thunderbird. Nice music. And honestly, that's pretty good. But let's try out our new granite staff. And our armor is pretty good, so I'm not too concerned about that. The Grand Thunderbird is not that difficult to beat, but I don't remember how to get all the other ones, so for right now, we're not going to worry about him too much. And he's dead. Alright, that was easy enough. So what did we get? Anything good? We got a weak talon burst, hatching staff, and some more sandstone ingots. Alright, nothing major there. So let's go ahead and go home. And let's see, who else can we summon? That would be fairly easy to deal with. I really wish I knew what these reversitivity coins. We need the operator, but we don't have them yet, so can't do anything about that. Alright, so I guess while we wait for night, let's take a look at this. Because the next thing we're supposed to do is kill the bee, the queen bee, the viscount, and the ancient flyer. And then Skeletron. Skeletron is coming up soon, so we might actually look into him sooner rather than later. But let's go ahead and use the teleportation potion. And where are we? Oh wow, we're really far away. So luckily we have our little torch thing. I love this item. This is probably my favorite item. But we're going to explore around a little bit and just kind of do our thing. See if we can find anything halfway decent when it comes to, like, I want to put this like up there, but evidently not. See if we can find anything halfway decent when it comes to, like, goodies, treasures, whatever. So I would also love to find Tim, which I took. Did I take the metal detector away? No, I still have the metal detector. That's treasure. I don't really care as much about treasure. But I would love to get a couple more of the different items that tell you information items. There we go. That's what they're called. Alright, do we have the arrowstone on? No. Let's put the arrowstone on because it makes exploration a little bit easier. And there's a lot of this stuff. The aerolite. It's not super... Wow. It's not super useful. I've found, at least it's a little bit lower than what we are currently at. Gear-wise, so it's not like something I really want to use. There's not really much over here. Let's see if we can find another cave or anything. I guess... Danger shards are nice. One of the things I think we should start doing is just, whenever we get something, seeing what it's used for. Because I think that's going to be kind of more important than anything else. And obviously, going exploring is also going to give us a lot of treasure, and we can sell a lot of the potions and stuff that we get that we don't want. So, is there anything down here? Cave-wise, there is. A little bit, at least. So yeah, Terraria, we just need to... I need to figure out more things than what I currently can do. And since we're playing in expert mode, a lot of the things that we're going to want to how do I want to say this? A lot of the things that we want to do are going to be a little bit more of a challenge to actually accomplish. Just because of the nature of expert mode. Obviously, it's more difficult. The bosses hurt a lot more, but they also have more phases, and it seems more like true to the game. Like I know that it was added later, but it seems because Terraria is almost all about combat and not so much building, or a little bit of mining, but not nearly as much as the combat is so important to Terraria. Expert just feels right. It feels proper. So that's kind of the upside, but the downside is it's a lot grindier. And I don't put nearly as much time into this series as I do other series, just because it's a little bit harder to get motivated. Don't get me wrong, I highly enjoy playing Terraria, but it's also kind of a pain when you don't, like, okay, so what tends to happen is I want to get certain things done, but then when it comes down to it, and I fight a boss, you know, I tend to die, because, well, that's what usually happens anyways. And then what kind of comes from that is, well, now I have an episode of I was going to kill this boss and then continue on, but I didn't kill the boss. So what do I do? And it's a little bit more of a pain, because if it doesn't all work out perfectly, it's a lot harder to deal with. And look at all the treasures. Okay, so we're gonna not open that door. I should probably use torches a little bit more often. Loot all that. Take the chest. Skeletons. And again, we're going to go this way. Oops, wrong button. Grab some of the aerolite. I actually want that statue. It's kind of a nice statue. And I might be a little biased on that, but it actually looks really cool, and I'm curious what it is. Because that's not vanilla. I wonder what mod actually has it. If that's the furniture mod that I added, or if it's something else. Harpy. Actually, that might be vanilla. I don't actually know. Anyways, we need to quick stack all, deposit all, loot all, break that, deposit all. Perfect. Alright, so what do we have in the surrounding areas? Honestly, don't see too much. We're going to explore just a little bit more. So let's just drop down right here. Do I have any mining potions? I do. Always better to use mining potions if you can, just because, well, it makes mining faster. And until we get really good picks, we're going to want to mine faster. Platinum ore, we'll go ahead and take some platinum ore. This stuff can be super useful. And just kind of dig in through here. Alright, cool. So, it's probably getting close to night. We're going to summon at least one Eye of Cthulhu, if not multiple. Probably not at the same time, because I do want to test kind of how strong is our gear. I really need to look up what the best... Okay, so this is a cave we've been into. There's a little bit of a jungle over there. Actually, let's go over that way. I need to see, I'm probably going to start researching just slight little things. So I want to see if the one stuff is accessible to us, the cold ingots, so that we can make the really cool things that I want to make, that I just don't know if we can or not. That's basically what I want to see. I don't really want to see stats or anything like that on items, or like what to use or anything like that. But I do want to see if we can figure out, like, just when we can unlock stuff. Because I actually don't know. And that's a little bit more of a concern than anything else when it comes to... Ooh, that's... aerolite. A bunch of treants. At least mahogany ints. Whatever. Same difference. Alright, so... dealt with all that. Bit of a jungle over here. Let's grab our lamp. Not really much to see. Other than, you know, it's a bit of a jungle in here. It is decently well lit too, so that kind of helps. But let's go this way a little bit. There is a another hut for treasure. More ints. And the stupid mudmen. I dislike them. So there's some Thorium. We can grab this, because why not? And it's things like, does Thorium grow? Is it like chlorophyte? Or is it just found in here? So let's just do that. Drop the mud off. And treasure's really far up there. Alright, let's grab the good stuff. Wait, there we go. Let's get into this fluorine element. No, please. There is a single stone there that is like blocking me from... There we go. Getting in here. Aloe leaf. That's kind of cool. Let's deposit all. Cool. So we have another chest that doesn't have much of anything we really want right now. But there is more stuff to be found. Over yonder. So let's go over there and see if we can't get into here. I think like the ants. I don't know if those things are going to be useful to farm or not. Because I don't like. I'll be honest. It's kind of a pain to. It's kind of a pain to search the menu bars and the bestiary and all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit buggy at times. Alright. So there goes that guy. Here comes another one. And I'm pretty sure it's probably night at this point. So let's deposit all. Break that. Favorite it. And just look around for a second. I want to look at the map. Yeah, we have barely explored the jungle, which is good. That means there's plenty of jungle to still explore, but also bad because we need to do that sooner rather than later, probably. Because goodies, specifically more beehives, but a strange bulb. Let's go ahead and go back home. It should be night. It definitely is. Can we see what time? About midnight. That's good enough for me. So let's come over here and summon the Eye of Cthulhu. So the pedal wand is still really good. Let's try this guy. So it is piercing. That's nice to know. And let's switch this. I actually want to put on that. Actually, no, I don't. Let's get our rocket boots back on. And honestly, we can replace the mana regeneration. Get some random effects. So he's on fire. And he's starting to get difficult to hit. So let's Sunbeam staff him. And cool. There is a lot of stuff here. I was reading. Apologies. So what can we do? We'll come back for that stuff in a second. Let's do that. Deposit. Ooh, teardrop cleaver. We'll keep that for a second. Because I want to look at that. Alright, everything else can go away. And victory shards and torn note 1. I think we already have a torn note. So these guys go in here. Yes, we do. And then victory shards. Which, I don't know how many of those we have. So, let's go ahead and open up our treasure bag. Demonite corrupt seeds. Another shield. And I realize our regeneration... No. Where did our band go? Must be over here still. I do not see it. Warding? Oh wait, we're still filtering. Regeneration, yes. So we had a warding. Yeah, we accidentally put it in there. That's fine. So the teardrop cleaver makes your enemies cry. 17 melee. It's not very good, but interesting at least. All right, do we have enough time? We can certainly try. Alright, so let's shoot him a couple of times. With that, we'll do the granite staff for a little bit. And honestly, we're just going to hit him a bunch with the other stuff. Now time to hit him a bunch with the, there we go. Cool, that was easy enough. So we got another loot bag. All the same other stuff, and we have same things. Okay, nothing major to report. So, quick stack that. Deposit all there. And I think what we're going to do, by the way, I want to see Charm of Myths, which is a much better healing item. Mana regeneration, which we already have. I don't know that we're going to need this band of regeneration. I think having other things here would be better, but we'll see. So, a Scroll of Fumbling, definitely kind of fun, but I don't know that it's doing too much for us right now. We'll kind of look into what we want to do later with that kind of stuff. But I think our 3 staffs are decently good. We can always use against ground enemies. That is good against the mob of enemies, as well as that's about all we have. And then of course our dinosaurs are always going to be great. So that's going to be it for this episode. What we're going to do is next time I'm going to spend a little bit of time mostly just kind of going through my inventory and dealing with like getting rid of recall potions because we don't need those, excess like magic mirrors, and I'll probably keep a couple of those, but just kind of going through stuff and cleaning out my inventory just a slight bit, and then next time what we're going to do is I think we're going to go ahead and take on Skeletron. If that doesn't work out too well, we'll figure something else out. But Skeletron probably is next up. We'll build a little bit of an arena. We will make sure we're all potioned up. And go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know we didn't get too much done, but hopefully it was still fun trying out some new magic items. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!